Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Tonight could be the end of this series or a step towards an all-time great comeback. It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. You take a look at New York, a chance for them to...
Not easy at all. I mean, they've surprised us a little with their command of this series. But one shift in the tide, one injury, one suspension can flip things the other direction. They need to try to end this here tonight.
Tatum against Hart. Three-pointer. Tatum can't hit. Brunson against Holiday. Brunson passes to Bridges. Now Towers. From deep. It's hauled in by White.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Drills it from deep.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Brunson passes to Towns. His basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Tatum from long range. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Tatum's gone 1 for 3 on the night. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. That's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Nifty move. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Brunson. And he gets the bucket.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Brown can't hit. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Out to Bridges. He's on the arc. Again, New York with the triple.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch.
Timeout, timeout.
Keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Start it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. On defense, the Knicks. To stop the run. And Brown with the stuff.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
Here's Brunson. A nice finish on the layup.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Anunoby against Brown. And it's New York with a rebound. A 7-point spread. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. He
These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Okay, thank you, Alec. First one falls for him. Achua's checked in for Anunoby. Shot's good from the strike. Celtics trail by 9. He buries it from 3. Brown's got 5.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Bridges outside. Puts up a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Hard passes to Towns. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Tatum passes to Holiday. White on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Brown can't hit. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. 9-point game. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. Second free throw, no good. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Pritchard, no good. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
And it's powered home by Towns.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Hauser, and he lays it up and in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Knicks leading by 8. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads from 13. The shot by Towns, no good. The Celtics shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Pritchard. Horford, screen on Payne. Pass to Brown. Over Bridges. Can't hit it from 12 feet. And so it's the New York Knicks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Here's McBride. That three's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Horford left side. Craig passes to Tatum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside Craig. And here's Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim, and the finish is the right word.
Achiuwa for 3. Offensive rebound. Robinson goes up again. Out to Bridges. Pass to McBride. Back to Bridges. Fires for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got 9. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position with our players and officials.
Such a wide-open look. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Payne. For 3, Bridges. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Craig. Ooh, Robinson with a block. And he's able to get it back. Hauser can't get it to go.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Some changes for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Craig. And the Knicks making a change here as well. OG Anunoby's checked in for Payne. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. The shot won't fall. Knicks leading by 6. Bridges outside. Anunoby with it. Defended by Porzingis. And Anunoby gets it to go. On the assist by Bridges. He's got 5.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Here's Pritchard. McBride covers. Pass to Tatum. Tatum slams it in.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for McBride. Towns against Tatum. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Robinson passes to Anunoby. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. Pass to Brown. Outside Holiday. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Porzingis misses. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, okay?
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes. See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle, puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
Brunson finds Towns. Fires the 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
A minute 15 left in the second quarter. New York leading by 8. Pass to Anunoby. This one for three. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now Holiday. Brunson defending. It's Holiday with a drive. Robinson with the block. Brunson against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Robinson. Banked it in off the glass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Brown finds Holiday. White on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Outside. Anunoby on the wing. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Anunoby's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Over Towns. Porzingis misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And Towns can make this shot in his sleep. It's something the defense must guard closely.
Outside Holiday. Fires the three. Can't get it to drop. And so it's OG Anunoby making things happen for the Knicks. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Back to the game after this break.
And Game 5, a blowout so far, a big hole to climb out of for the Boston Celtics.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Still alive, but facing some long odds. How do they keep hope alive?
Well, I think those tough moments are what reveal a lot of character, Ernie. I mean, how you perform when things aren't going your way, that's what makes you a pro.
And what makes you elite, it's not being that bad position in the first place.
Interesting point. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
New York leading by 13. Pass to Hart. Towns down low. Defended by Porzingis. Shots good by Towns.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Floats one up. And it's New York with a rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Anunoby. Nice D from Brown.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Dives for it. Can't connect from short range. Porzingis against Hart. Tatum with a steal. And here in the second half of play. Here's Brown. Oh! And dunked by Brown!
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
White looking it over. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Bridges passes to Brunson. To the inside. Kicks it out, Towns. The three is up. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
Right side, Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. We understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
And that one's good. Brunson's got 8. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Tatum from long range. Tatum drills the three.
Love watching Tatum shoot with decisiveness. He feels like no one can guard him.
And that one's good. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Tatum can't hit. New York leading by 15. Outside Hart. The 3 ball. On target from range.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip. But he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Hart. From 9 feet. Tatum with another miss. New York has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And Anunoby for 3. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 14.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Holiday passes to White. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Hart. Holiday from long range. The Knicks with the rebound.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3-way back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Hart from long range. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Some changes for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. And a switch here also for New York. Achua's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Brown. And miss after miss right now.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Ooh, it's stolen away. "56 seconds left to play in the third quarter." Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Hart passes to Bridges. Towns, right side. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Al Horford.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
And he drops the first. Cornette's checked in for Drew Holiday. And so Towns nails them both. 24 seconds left in the third quarter here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Brown against Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Back to Horford to snap the cold streak. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Knicks out in front, just dominating this one. And will return short.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Tatum. He's got it. His ninth make out of 15 tries.
This dude is well built, and he's a specimen, 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Pass to Achua. Here's McBride. The three. Drops in the three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter play. Knicks leading by 22. Now Payne. Horford pulls it in. Here's Hauser, covered by Towns. Pass to Horford. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. The shot's good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Tatum. Wide open. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Craig with a steal. Here's Tatum. Finished off by Tatum.
You want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Towns. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Boston pulls it in. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Fires from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis. He's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown. Craig and Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Outside, Brown. Lets it go from deep. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Bridges passes to Brunson. Towns, left side. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. White with it. Pass to Holiday. Tatum with a screen. Holiday against Brunson. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Knicks have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Anunoby. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Holiday passes to Tatum, to the paint. Porzingis. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Celtics shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. And here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 4. Over Towns. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Knicks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And over the course of this series, the difference in talent level between these teams became clear.
Well, there was a difference in just about every aspect, not just talent. It was coaching, effort, intensity, just a dominating performance. And now they'll have some time to rest up and put everything in place for the next round.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Tatum a screen on Bridges. White for 3. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Towns. Misses the shot. And the New York Knicks will move on. They snuff out any chance at a comeback with the Game 5 win. Now it's on to the conference finals.
If anyone had doubts about this team and its resilience, I think those have been put to rest. The championship's much more within their reach now. But next round, they face a very difficult test.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now, here's Green. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Conley feeling it out to the inside. A nice shot by McDaniel.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Green. Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Shoots from the elbow. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Butler kicks to Green. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Podziemski's shot is good.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
For 3, Edwards. The Warriors pull it in. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
That one goes. Count it.
And how about that move? Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. The coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. The Warriors leading. Here's Pajemski. He has 5. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
And here's Curry. After Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. Curry. Randall with the ball. Nothing on the board. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Gobert. Got that one.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
Curry against Conley. Now Curry. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And it's Green missing. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Peyton, he's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And the sheer muscle from Cutler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy actually knows it.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? You want to stay out of his room.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Minnesota leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Latrey. And Julius Randle with the 3.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Some solid defense from Butler. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
What a sweet kick by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And here is Hield. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Payton. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No good from Payton. Minnesota leading by 6. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Here's Curry after the basket by Minnesota. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Minnesota making a switch here. Einard's checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in. Hield the pass to Payton. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Payton. Pass to Podziemski. Payton with a screen on Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Payton with it. Defended by Alexander Walker. 2 points. That one goes. All right, Stan. Hypothetical situation. Down 1. Shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed as well as anybody I've ever seen.
Here's Minot. Following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. For 3, Edwards. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Basket good. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The muscle from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Fires at the elbow. Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Minot. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Payton passes to Green. No good there.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Edwards with a tough shot.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. some changes for Golden State. Jimmy Butler is checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Green finds Butler, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. .158 left in the first half of the game. Golden State moving it around. Here's Hield, and that one good.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Kept alive, Minnesota. Tries yet again. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. Drills it from outside. Randall's got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Conley. Top of the key, Butler. The finish. Butler finishing at the other end.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense, partner. I don't think that was a petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
And here's Conley outside. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Butler. To the hoop. Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort. And that does it for the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 11. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody, and in this pivotal Game 5, a tremendous performance thus far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They're trying to punch their ticket to the next round. Shaq, what's the key?
They don't need a key. As long as you have a ticket, that's the thing that gets punched.
Wow. There's things I could say, but on myself, don't want to get punched.
Very wise choice, Chet. Just smile and nod.
Okay.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And so it's Golden State with it. 11-point game. Conley against Curry. Now, here's Moody. Still yet to score. And it's Butler missing. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. That one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now, here's Moody. Three-pointer, Butler. Randall grabs the board.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And finished off by Edwards.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Yes, to Moody. Back to Curry. Looking to end his cold spell. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Majemski on the wing. Shoots from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Majemski's got 9.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Right on the bucket.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Majemski. Butler deciding where to go with it. For 3. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Conley kicks to Randall. Takes the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Goes up with a strike. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite the miss.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Warriors trail by 17. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, can you believe that?
And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves leading by 18. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. Yep, that one goes. That's 28 points for Anthony Edwards.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Conley finds Edwards. The 3. It's rebounded by Payton. Warriors trail by 15. 52 seconds left to play in the third. It's in front of the rim and out. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And the basket by Edwards.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An
Great move inside.
That is incredible.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Here's Edwards. The stupendous finish in traffic. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Outside Butler. Up again. And it's Butler stuffing it right back through.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. He dumps it right in, right on Buddy Hield.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on him.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 17. Down low. Here's Jackson Davis.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Edwards. And Reed has it in the corner. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Warriors trail by 18. Here's Curry. Hield outside. Now Kuminga. Guarded by Reed. Kuminga, no good. Timberwolves shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And Edwards with the stop.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry against DiVincenzo. A floater. Second shot opportunity. They get it again. They kick out to Hield. Now Kuminga. No good on the three. Outside Edwards. It's good. Edwards got 38 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Hield outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves leading by 22. It's Edwards on the wing. By Hield.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Clark. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Gary Payton.
Is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Pass to Pajemski. Kuminga with it, and Ingles over to help. Can they get it? Kuminga, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Curry kicks to Hield. 5 on the clock. And the Warriors miss again. The Timberwolves have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Here's Edwards. Yet another bucket.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards shines it in.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Curry. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Left side, Edwards. The rebound by Hield. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Sinks the triple.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Edwards inside, covered by Hield. Edwards against Hield. Good. Edwards got 49 points in the game.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Timberwolves.
Look at the number of assists. You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Curry passes to Looney. Kuminga against Ingles. Kuminga, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
break. Take a break.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Edwards drops them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. And yes, it's good.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
9 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Edwards. And so the Minnesota Timberwolves win the series, and they will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
I had to get my look back from earlier. Everybody that came through or come through later. Appreciate you. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Got my lick back from earlier. Lol, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers, thanks. Thanks everyone for watching. Like.
Alright, see y'all later. Yeah, later today. I think some games come on today for the playoffs. But yeah, peace.